21 changes, one video. Here's everything new in Intune this March. Let's start with the big ones. First up, Hotpatch is becoming the default. Starting May 2026, Hotpatch will be switched on automatically for all eligible Windows 11 devices. If you're not ready for that yet, you need to opt out by April 1st. That's right, no April Fool's joke. And this is huge. Microsoft Security Copilot AI agents are now embedded directly in the Intune Admin Center. We're talking natural language queries for device compliance, policy analysis, even incident triage, all from inside the console. AI-assisted endpoint management is here. Now let's look at what went generally available this month. Multi-admin approval just got a lot more useful. It's now GA for compliance policies and configuration profiles, not just device actions. If you've ever had a misconfigured policy accidentally pushed to 10,000 devices, this is your safeguard. Next up, Apple DDM now fully supports assignment filters. Declarative device management on iOS and macOS can now be targeted with Intune filters. No workarounds needed. Big quality of life win for Apple admins. Also new, Windows Restore is now GA in the settings catalog. You can manage restore point policies at scale directly from Intune. Moving on, remote help for macOS hits general availability with better session reporting. You'll now see session duration, the admin's identity, and device details all logged in the admin center. Great for audit trails. Autopatch Update Readiness gets a unified dashboard this month. All your compatibility signals, drivers, apps, Windows versions in one place. Less tab switching, faster decision-making before you deploy. And rounding out the GA features, Device Query gets new join types and query improvements. You can now correlate device properties, hardware data, and compliance status in a single query. Advanced Analytics users, this one's for you. Quick ones here. 3 new areas in the Windows Settings catalog: Microsoft Edge policies, silent printing configuration, and geolocation controls. More knobs to turn, especially if you care about browser behavior and location privacy. Also this month, 2 new MAM-protected apps, Jump Desktop and Mission Planning. A couple of things going away. Pay attention here. Guided scenarios have been removed from the admin center. If your team used those step-by-step wizards for onboarding configurations, it's time to shift to policy templates. More urgently, legacy Apple MDM software update policies are now deprecated. They will stop working later this year. If you haven't migrated to DDM-based update policies yet, put that on your backlog now, not later. This section is sobering. The Stryker incident. A compromised global admin account led to approximately 80,000 devices being wiped. 80,000. This isn't a hypothetical, it happened. If you don't have privileged identity management on your admin accounts and multi-admin approval enabled for destructive actions, this is your wake-up call. On a more positive note, Hotpatch delivered an out-of-band fix for a critical Bluetooth vulnerability this month, and it required 0 reboots. Wrapping up with some community news. Microsoft Technical Takeoff 2026 is running as a month-long virtual event. Deep dive sessions on Intune, Autopatch, Windows 365, Endpoint security, all free. Windows 365 Frontline cloud PCs are now available in Germany, Norway, and New Zealand. And finally, community MVP Morris Daly released a cloud policy preferences tool that automates the migration from legacy group policy preferences to Intune settings catalog. That's 21 changes for March 2026. 3 things I'd do this week. Get clarity on your Hotpatch opt-out decision before April 1st. Audit your Apple MDM update policies before the deprecation deadline hits. And seriously review your global admin protections after what happened at Stryker. Subscribe for next month's roundup. New What's New video every month on a how-to MECM. See you in April.